Well, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well and haven't had a drink all day long, right? No alcohol today? No other substances today? Okay. Well, welcome aboard. I'm glad you could make it. Whether you found this video because you're in AA, NA, Celebrate Recovery, or some other program, you are welcome here. Maybe you're working the steps. Maybe somebody you love is struggling. Or maybe you just stumbled in here because the algorithm pointed you in my direction. Whatever the case, whatever the reason, I believe that you are supposed to be here. My name is Glenn. I am a recovered alcoholic. I drank for 40 plus years, and by the grace of God, I've been sober now for over 5,000 days. And only by the grace of God, I must say. The channel is Aware and Convinced, and if you're ready to make some changes, or at least firm up your sobriety, hey, welcome on in. Welcome aboard. Listen, got a great topic for today. Really glad you're here because today we're going to talk about something that it could completely change the way that you view your entire recovery journey. Here's a question just for you. What if the real signs that you're truly winning at sobriety have almost nothing to do with how many days or months or years that you've been clean and sober? What if there are quieter and deeper milestones happening in your life right now that actually matter more than that big anniversary date? Well, stick with me through the video because I'm going to save my answer for just a little bit. And what if I told you that there are 6 hidden sobriety milestones? They don't nearly get enough attention. Now, these aren't the flashy ones that people post about on social media with balloons and cake and cookies. No, these are the real life-changing ones that prove that you're not just staying sober, you're actually breaking out and becoming a new person. This is real talk based on what I've lived through, what I've seen in my own recovery, and based on hundreds of stories from others walking the same road. No fluff, just honest encouragement for wherever you are right now in your recovery journey. Okay, most of us in recovery, we get fixated on that anniversary date. You know, hitting the 30 days, the 90 days, 1 year, 5 years, and so on. They are worth celebrating, no doubt, absolutely. But if that's the only milestone that you're tracking, you can miss the deeper healing that's happening to you every single day. Let's walk through these 6 hidden milestones so you can start recognizing them in your own life. Milestone number 1. The first time that you choose peace instead of panic. Well, that's an interesting one. One of the earliest and most powerful hidden wins happens the first time that a strong trigger shows up and you don't completely lose it. Now, maybe it's a fight with your boss, your partner, spouse, you're driving past your old dealer street or the local liquor store, seeing friends drinking. Yeah, that famous Friday night anxiety. Yeah, instead of spiraling out of control and into panic, white knuckling, giving in, even worse, you actually stay relatively calm. You know, this moment is huge because it shows that your nervous system is starting to rewire itself. Early in sobriety, every trigger feels like a 5-alarm fire. Your brain screams that you need the substance, you need it to survive. But when you handle one without chaos, it proves the old automatic response is weakening. You're building new neural pathways of strength. I remember my own first time that this happened. I was sober about a month and a half. A close friend invited me to a party where I knew that there'd be drinking, there'd be alcohol, maybe some other things as well. My heart raced, old memories flooded in, but I told him honestly, I said, look, I'm not drinking anymore, so I hope you have plenty of ice water on hand. Well, I made it through the party without a drop of alcohol or anything else. And when I got home, I journaled instead of obsessing. And that night, I was proud of myself. Make sure to pay attention to your feelings during tough moments, especially like cravings. Did the craving peak and then fade faster than before? You can make it through those tough times. And you do, celebrate it quietly. Tell your sponsor, write it down, treat yourself to something healthy. These small victories, they stack up and they build confidence that you can handle life without substance. In the first year, especially, collecting these moments is more important than any day count because it proves that you're learning to live again. Now, milestone number 2. Rebuilding trust in one broken relationship. That's a big one. Milestone 2. That's when someone you hurt during active addiction starts trusting again, even in small ways. Now, this milestone is earned slowly through consistent actions, showing up when you say you will, being honest even when it's uncomfortable, making amends without excuses, and respecting boundaries. It hurts to see the damage that you caused, but watching trust grow slowly feels like nothing else in the world. Think about what it takes. It means months of reliability. It means admitting when you're struggling instead of hiding it. It means putting their needs ahead of your own discomfort. And when that person relaxes around you again, it heals a deep part of your shame. You start believing that you can be a good person again, that you are a good person. Many people say this milestone meant more to them than their 1-year chip because it restored a sense of belonging. Relationships are where life happens. When one starts healing, it gives you powerful motivation to keep going on the hard days. If you're working on this right now, be patient. It takes time. It rebuilds brick by brick. Even honest conversation. I should say every honest conversation, every kept promise, every time that you choose integrity. These wins are laying the foundation for this milestone. You know, the Bible speaks so clearly to this kind of freedom chasing. In Galatians 5:1, it says, "It is freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm, then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery." Yeah, that verse hits different in recovery. Jesus didn't set us free just so we could be dry drunks or white-knuckle sober. He wants us walking in real freedom, not chained to substances, shame, or the past. Milestone number 3, finding real joy in every sober activity. Milestone 3 arrives when you suddenly realize that you're genuinely enjoying something completely sober. And the joy feels real. It's not flat or forced. It might be laughing until your stomach hurts at a comedy show, or getting lost in a good book, crushing a hike on a Saturday morning, or cooking a meal from scratch, or maybe watching the sunrise with a clear head for a change. Yeah, the colors seem brighter. The laughter feels deeper. Life starts tasting good again. In early recovery, everything can feel gray. Your brain's reward system is still recovering from being hijacked by substances. But one day, you notice that you don't need anything extra to feel okay. Joy is natural. Start noticing these moments. You know, it might sound silly, but you could start a list in your phone. Write down every time that you catch yourself smiling or feeling content without a drink or a drug. Over time, you'll see that list growing. This milestone tells you that your brain is healing. It's proof that a sober life can be full and rich. Don't rush it. It comes in its own time. But when it does, savor it. This is what makes long-term sobriety not just possible, but desirable. Milestone number 4. Handling big emotions without crashing out. This fourth milestone is a game changer for almost everyone because it's the first time a heavy emotion hits hard, whether it's deep anger, grief, shame, anxiety, loneliness. It's the first time that you don't reach for anything to numb it. You feel it fully. You name it. You sit with it. You talk about it in a meeting or with your sponsor, maybe in prayer. And you come out the other side still sober. Most of us started drinking and using to escape things that we didn't know how to handle. Learning emotional sobriety is often harder than physical sobriety. But when you can face the wave and stay present, you've crossed a major invisible line. You're no longer terrified of your own heart. Practical ways that this shows up are, for example, instead of isolating when you're depressed, you call someone. When you're angry, you go to the gym or journal instead of exploding. When ashamed, you confess it rather than hide it. And each time you do this, you build emotional muscles. This milestone brings incredible freedom because you stop living in fear of your feelings. Life will always have hard emotions. That's being human. But you no longer need chemicals to survive them. You've learned that you can feel and heal at the same time. And that's powerful growth that most anniversary speeches really never mention. Milestone number 5, the first time that you help someone else in recovery. This is another big one. Number 5 often sneaks up quietly. Someone reaches out, maybe a friend, a newcomer in a meeting, or someone who found your social media, and you're able to listen, share a piece of your own story, and offer real hope. Not because you're perfect or have all the answers, but because you've walked the walk, walked through the fire, and made it to the other side. This moment shifts everything. You go from, I'm the broken one who needs fixing, to, I have something valuable to offer. Your pain starts turning into purpose. You realize that your story matters. Helping others is one of the most healing things in recovery. It gets you outside your own head. It reminds you how far you've come, and it reinforces your own sobriety because you don't want to let that person down. Start small. You don't need years clean to encourage someone who has time. A simple, I've been there, it gets better, that can save a life. When this milestone happens, celebrate it. It means that you're moving from survivor to servant. Your recovery has become bigger than just you, and that's where lasting recovery happens. 1 Corinthians 6:12 puts it perfectly. I have the right to do anything you say. Not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but I will not be mastered by anything. That's the heart of recovery right there. We're choosing not to be mastered anymore. Not by substances, not by shame, by fear. We're claiming freedom. Milestone 6. Self-care. Wow. That becomes your new normal. The 6th hidden milestone is when taking care of yourself stops feeling like a chore or punishment and simply becomes your new normal. You're sleeping 7 to 8 hours most nights. You eat decent meals instead of junk. You move your body regularly. You set healthy boundaries. You rest when you need it. And you protect your peace instead of running yourself into the ground. Early recovery is often survival mode, just not using today, just for today. Real healing happens when self-care turns into self-respect. You value the body and the mind that God gave you. This looks like saying no to things that drain you and having a regular routine that supports sobriety. You stop glorifying burnout. You understand sustainable recovery requires sustainable habits. When this becomes normal, your sobriety feels secure because you're not constantly running on empty. You have reserves. You handle stress better. You enjoy life more. This milestone proves that you're not just sober, you're living well. So make your bed. These 6 milestones don't always arrive on a neat schedule. Sometimes they show up at day 31, month 8, or year 3. But when you start noticing and celebrating them, believe me, everything changes. Take it from me, I've been there. Now, going back to the question, this is the one that I asked at the very beginning. What if the real signs you're winning at sobriety have almost nothing to do with your anniversary date? Well, here's the truth. Those hidden milestones are the real victory. Your anniversary, hey, it is worth celebrating. But these quieter, deeper wins show that sobriety is actually transforming you from the inside out. They prove that you're healing, you're free, you're rebuilding your relationships, you're rediscovering joy, handling life on life's terms, helping others, and respecting yourself. That's what makes sobriety worth it. Keep your eyes open for these milestones. They matter more than you think. You can do it. Thanks a lot for listening. Appreciate your company today. God bless our veterans. God bless you. And don't ever forget, somebody out there loves you. We'll see you next time.